The film begins with a pretty girl named Lin Yan, who was lying in a hospital bed. Then, out of nowhere, a mysterious man tries to approach her, which scares her a lot, so she runs away. But unexpectedly, she meets another man who wants to harm her. Luckily, a man named Shomo comes to her rescue. Shomo is the mysterious man at the hospital earlier. The next day, Lin Yan wakes up, but this time she's at Shomo's house. While Shomo is getting ready, Lin Yan suddenly tries to harm him, but he stops her just in time. This incident brings them closer. Later, we learn about an event from 3 years ago, when Lin Yan was going to get engaged to her boyfriend, Ma Changjun. When Lin and Changjun were about to kiss, Li Li showed up and stopped them. At that time, Lin and Li Li's relationship still seemed good, and they even took photos together. But then, Li Li took the chance to tease Changjun. During the break, Lin saw a photo of her with her father and felt happy to have him. Meanwhile, Changjun confronted Li Li about her actions, worried it might make Lin suspicious, but she didn't care. She continued teasing Changjun. At the same time, Lin received a message from Li Li, who's promising a gift. Following her directions, Lin caught Changjun kissing Li Li. In that moment, Lin was shocked and angry at both of them. During their argument, Li Li accidentally pushed Lin, causing her to fall from the building. Back then, Changjun hurried to help Lin when she fell, but Li Li's encouragement led Changjun to hesitate, and he let Lin fall to hide their affair. This tragic event left Lin in a coma for years. Changjun later became the main director of Lin's father's company, which pleased both him and Li Li as they desired. Now in the present, Lin is still confused about Xiao's true identity. Xiao reveals he was a former employee fired by Lin on Changjun's orders. Learning this, Lin wants to leave, but she's still unstable. Xiao explains Changjun and Li Li have been betraying her, using her resources and power. Then, he offers to help, but Lin hesitates to accept. The next day, Changjun was at a press conference when suddenly Lin appeared, surprising him. At first, Changjun imagined Lin wanting to harm him, but it was just his anxiety. Lin actually approached him looking pitiful, claiming she didn't remember anything. Knowing that, Changjun felt relieved and expressed gratitude for Lin's recovery from her coma. Then Lin asked Changjun to take her home. After that, he gave Li Li's code to Lin since Li Li's belongings were still at Lin's house. On the way, Lin was surprised when Changjun didn't drive to her house. Changjun said it needed cleaning since it hadn't been used for a while, but he actually just didn't want her to find Li Li there. Despite Lin's insistence, Changjun eventually took her home. When they arrived home, Changjun tried to hide his panic, while Lin pretended not to suspect him. Even though she knew about Changjun's wrongdoing, she accidentally found underwear on the sofa. This made Changjun even more anxious, especially with Li Li right behind the sofa. There, he claimed the underwear belonged to the maid. When Lin went to her room, Changjun quickly sent Li Li away. But Li Li was surprised when Lin knew where she was. Despite looking suspicious, Li Li acted relaxed. Later on, while Lin was getting ready, she remembered the terrible things that had happened to her. This made her determined to seek revenge and reclaim what rightfully belonged to her. The next day, Li Li asked Lin to go somewhere. At that time, Li Li intentionally took Lin to the place where Lin had seen Changjun and Li Li together, hoping to trigger Lin's memory. It worked, and Lin taught Li Li a lesson. However, when Changjun appeared, Lin pretended not to remember, causing him to try to calm her down. Meanwhile, Xiao was with his employees, and later that evening, he invited Lin to meet again. Xiao understood Lin's suffering and offered to help her in exchange for half of her shares if he succeeded. Despite Xiao being her father's assistant, Lin didn't agree to the deal. The next day, Lin got ready to reclaim her position as company director. But suddenly, Changjun showed up at her door and objected to her returning to the company. He insisted Lin should rest at home and even brought a maid for her. Surprisingly, the maid turned out to be someone sent by Li Li, who had taken care of Lin in the hospital. However, the maid was actually violent towards Lin. After Changjun left, Lin confronted the maid, who eventually admitted that Li Li had asked her to harm her. Then, after returning to the company, Lin was determined to reclaim everything that had been taken from her. Soon after, Lin's uncle joined them, and their relationship seemed good. However, during a meeting with the board of directors, Lin's uncle ended up arguing with them all, causing Lin to leave. Later that evening, Lin was sick from drinking too much and felt upset because of the betrayal by everyone, including her father. When she tried to get into her car, some men under Li Li's orders tried to harm her, but Shou was there to protect her. At that moment, Shou quickly took Lin into the car and dealt with the three men there. Later, he met Li to warn him not to keep causing trouble for Lin. The next day, Lin, who had just woken up, approached Shou while he was with his employees. Seeing Lin dressed like that, Shou asked everyone to close their eyes and took Lin into a room. It was then that Lin remembered Shou as the person who helped her. Surprisingly, he seemed to genuinely care about Lin. He also continued to secretly show his affection for her. Then, Shou revealed that he owns an international security consulting company to Lin. She then asked him for help, realizing that many people wanted to harm her. Soon after, a female artist also sought Shou to be her bodyguard, but he preferred to help Lin because she agreed to his conditions. In fact, Lin even pretended to be Shou's girlfriend to make the other woman leave them alone. Meanwhile, Changjun saw a photo of Lin and Shou together and became unhappy. He noticed their closeness and wanted to confront Shou, but ended up getting hurt. Despite everything, Lin still showed kindness by helping Changjun treat his wounds, but he insisted that Lin stay away from Xiao, whom he considered dangerous. However, she managed to convince Changjun to let Shou continue being her bodyguard. The next day, Lin and Shou arrived at the company, both looking very impressive. There, Changjun greeted them, but Shou showed Changjun a lesson when they shook hands. Then, they went straight into a meeting. During the meeting, Lin revealed Changjun's wrongdoing. He tried to use company funds by forcing Lin's company to collaborate with his, but Lin had proof of the truth. It was all thanks to Xiao's help in getting this information. Finally, Lin asked who should take responsibility for the mistake. Surprisingly, Changjun blamed Li and made her leave the company. In the afternoon, when Changjun was kissing Li, Lin unexpectedly showed up. To avoid suspicion, Changjun slapped Li instead. Seeing that, Lin pretended to be kind and sympathetic towards Li to avoid raising any suspicions from them. Meanwhile, Li had to accept her fate and stay patient. Later, Lin was confirmed as the main director of the company again, which made her really happy. While Changjun and Li were busy together, Lin contacted Changjun. At that time, she said she wanted to bring him food since he claimed to be working late at the company. Knowing about this, Changjun panicked and rushed to the company. He even hid Li under the bed out of fear. However, Changjun forgot his underwear in the chaos, adding to his panic. Meanwhile, Shou approached Lin to give her a bracelet. This bracelet was a way for Lin to call for Xiao's help when she needed it. The growing closeness between Shou and Lin made her nervous. Later, when Shou heard Lin in pain while he was cleaning up, he rushed to her aid. Lin had sprained her ankle while exercising but insisted on going anyway, leading to her falling again. Fortunately, Shou was there to help her up, though Lin felt embarrassed by their position. Later, Shou cooked food for Lin, making her very happy. However, she pretended the food wasn't good. There, she also asked him to keep their relationship strictly professional, confusing him. Eventually, Shou questioned whether Lin's feelings were just as colleagues, which embarrassed her, leading her to leave. The next day, Shou and Lin were back at the company, where Changjun appeared. He seemed sad and asked Lin to marry him, but she didn't accept. Instead, she wanted to go on a vacation with Changjun to deepen their feelings for each other. After that, they went straight to the holiday destination Lin had chosen. When they arrived, Changjun was surprised to see Li there too. Inside the hotel, he tried to suggest moving to another hotel, but Lin refused. Then Li appeared, causing Changjun to panic. Fortunately, he found a way to keep Li hidden from Lin. However, unexpectedly, Shou was also there to continue guarding Lin. When they got to the hotel room, Changjun was annoyed because Shou didn't allow him to stay in the same room as Lin. Lin then told Shou that her plan was to delay Changjun's marriage proposal as she continued seeking revenge. This plan relied on Lin and Changjun staying in contact. Suddenly, Changjun sent Lin a message saying he had a surprise for her. However, when Lin saw the surprise in Changjun's room, she was shocked by his silly behavior. Despite this, she pretended to be impressed but still refused his attempt to kiss her. However, Lin allowed Changjun to kiss her cheek in a photo, knowing that when she posted it online, it would annoy Li. And indeed, Li couldn't hide her annoyance and kept pressuring Changjun to meet her. Unfortunately, this put him in a tough spot, having to deal with both women. Later, Changjun and Li were surprised when Lin showed up in Changjun's room. Turns out Lin did this on purpose to expose Changjun and Li's affair, making them overwhelmed. In fact, Li had to hide in the bathtub to avoid being discovered by Lin. Because of that, Chang-jun forced Li to the hospital because she was blowing soap bubbles from her mouth. Li knew what was happening but couldn't help smiling when she saw Chang-jun and Li's situation. Soon after, Shou arrived and protested because Lin allowed Chang-jun to kiss her. At that time, Shou's reaction surprised Lin because she didn't think the kiss was a big deal. Shou then surprised her by suddenly kissing her. This left Lin shocked, and she slapped Shou because she saw him only as a bodyguard. She told Shou not to interfere in her personal life. It turns out Shou was jealous of the closeness between Chang-jun and Lin. Later, when Lin was in her room, she was surprised to find Chang-jun there, who wanted to stay the night with her. Upon hearing that, Lin tried to come up with excuses, but Chang-jun insisted, laying her on the bed and kissing her. Fortunately, the bracelet Shou gave her worked just in time. Shou came to her aid and taught Chang-jun a lesson. Afterward, as Lin tried to rest, she thought about what Shou had done for her. Meanwhile, Shou decided to keep watch outside Lin's room. Soon after, Lin came to see Shou and asked him to pretend to chase her to stop Chang-jun from pressuring her into a close relationship. Hearing that, Shou agreed, saying they needed to act convincingly for Chang-jun to believe them. However, he warned her not to regret asking for his help like this. Then, after Lin went back into the room, Shou felt embarrassed. The following day, Chang-jun kept insisting that Lin fire Chow, but Lin ignored him because she was working out. However, Lin got surprised when Chang-jun showed up with many bodyguards for her. At the same time, Shou was also present, and it turned out that these bodyguards were actually his employees. Eventually, they left because Shou became Lin's bodyguard. This amazed Lin, especially when Shou also gave her new shoes because he knew her current ones hurt her feet. This thoughtful gesture made Lin even more impressed with Shou, to the extent that she didn't pay much attention to Chang-jun, who was also there. Then Chang-jun took Lin to try on wedding dresses. However, the designer mistook Shou as the groom-to-be, so he had to try on a groom's suit too. When they finished, Shou looked handsome and Lin stunned everyone with her beauty. But Chang-jun didn't like it because Shou and Lin looked good together. Then, Shou bravely confessed to Chang-jun that he would pursue Lin's love. Hearing this, Chang-jun asked Lin to choose between them. At that moment, Lin couldn't decide and pretended she needed to use the restroom. However, she almost fell down the stairs by accident. Thankfully, Shou quickly helped her, and in that moment, he kissed Lin in front of everyone. At that moment, as Shou and Lin were about to leave, Lin reminded Shou not to be too close. But Shou didn't listen and kept making Lin uncomfortable by getting too close. Eventually, she decided to take a walk alone. As she walked, memories of her time with Shou came flooding back, almost causing her to get hit by a car. Luckily, Shou was there to save her. Later, Lin insisted that Shou take off his clothes so she could tend to his wounds. At that time, she also shyly thanked him, and unexpectedly, her feelings towards Shou began to change. Feeling confident, Lin misinterpreted Shou's gaze, but Shou didn't have the same intentions. He purposely got close to Lin, making her think he wanted to kiss her. However, when Lin closed her eyes, Shou didn't do anything and immediately left, leaving her feeling embarrassed. The next day, they went back to Lin's house. At that moment, she asked Shou to cook, but he said no. So Lin had to cook herself, but she ended up getting hurt because she wasn't good at cooking. Finally, Shou helped her out. After they finished cooking, Shou returned and wiped something off Lin's face. At that time, she thought he wanted to kiss her, but he was just cleaning dirt off her lips. Then, Lin couldn't resist kissing Shou when she saw him drying her hair. This made Shou feel tempted too, and they kissed passionately. But their romantic moment had to end because the doorbell rang. Surprisingly, Chang-jun showed up and was shocked to see Shou wearing revealing clothes. He immediately demanded an explanation from Shou and Lin. Chang-jun couldn't accept what he saw, but Lin cleverly shifted the blame to him. Chang-jun warned Shou about being the third wheel, but Shou brushed it off, saying Lin never promised to marry Chang-jun. This only made Chang-jun more irritated. Shou didn't hesitate to kick Chang-jun out of the house. After Chang-jun returned home, he kept calling out Lin's name, which upset Li. She slapped and hit him, but Chang-jun, drunk, kept passing out. Meanwhile, Lin appeared sad. Shou teased her because she had kissed him first, but Lin rejected his advances as she felt confused. Lin is torn between reclaiming her father's company by staying with Chang-jun and her growing feelings for Xiao. She asked Shou to remember he's just her bodyguard and to take some time off. Hearing that, Shou agreed, knowing it was Lin's way of calming herself down. In the evening, Lin was exercising when suddenly a man appeared behind her. It turns out he was sent by Li to hold Lin hostage. Despite her pleas, the men ignored her and continued to do bad things to her. In desperation, Lean bit one of the men, but it only resulted in her being slapped and losing consciousness. Soon after, Sho and his men arrived, rescuing Lean and dealing with the criminals. When they returned home, Lean didn't want Sho to leave her side. She even kissed him and didn't want him to leave the bed. Eventually, their kiss led to an intimate night filled with love. The next morning, Lean woke up first and was surprised to find herself in Sho's arms. As she tried to get up, Sho woke up too, causing Lean to stumble. But there he teased her playfully, enjoying their closeness from the night before, which embarrassed Lin. Later they went back to the company, where they were shocked by Chang-jun's sudden proposal to Lean in front of everyone. At that time, Chang-jun even announced their wedding date, leaving Lean and Sho stunned. Soon after, when Sho and Lean were alone in the room, Sho protested because Lean accepted Chang-jun's proposal. There, Lean explained that she did it to maintain her relationship with Chang-jun and to reclaim the stolen company assets. But Sho couldn't accept it, as he didn't want Lean to marry Chang-jun and be tied down as a wife. However, Lean insisted on her decision because the company meant a lot to her father. Meanwhile, Chang-jun continued to harass a new employee named Ru at his company. Despite Ru's helplessness, Lean knew about Chang-jun's actions and invited Ru to work with her to ensure Chang-jun faced consequences for his behavior. The following day, Ru followed Lin's instructions and pretended to flirt with Chang-jun. Shortly after, Li arrived and became upset when she saw Ru with Chang-jun, leading to an argument between them. The commotion grabbed the attention of all the company employees. Seeing this, Lin realized Chang-jun's true character and his habit of cheating. In that moment, Chang-jun kept apologizing to Lin, and Li confessed a relationship with him. Lin felt disappointed in Li upon hearing this. When Lin approached Li, she whispered that Li's suspicion was correct, because Lin hadn't lost her memory and remembered everything. The following day, when Sho and Lin got back home, they found Chang-jun kneeling on a durian skin. Chang-jun admitted his mistake to Lin and tried to regain her trust. Lin took advantage of the situation by postponing their wedding plans. After Lin left Chang-jun, Sho intentionally annoyed Chang-jun by suggesting that Lin didn't truly love him. Then, the scene flashed back showing Lin's memories with her father when he was still alive. On that happy day, Lin introduced Chang-jun to her father. However, it turns out that Lin's father didn't like Chang-jun and he didn't approve of their relationship. But Lin insisted on maintaining her relationship with Chang-jun. Eventually, Lin lost her father forever. These events are still vivid in her memory. Seeing her condition, Sho immediately tried to calm her down. In the evening, Sho took Lin to see the beauty of the sky. Initially, Lin enjoyed watching falling meteors. However, when Sho explained the beauty of the stars in the sky, Lin wanted to go back to watching the meteors. Knowing Lin's wishes, Sho deliberately invited her to go somewhere else. Surprisingly, Sho had arranged everything needed for Lin to watch the meteor shower, even if it was just a few fireworks. This made Lin very happy. Sho took this opportunity to express his feelings for Lin. Turns out he had liked her since he worked as her father's assistant. However, Lin was focused on Chang-jun at that time. Knowing Sho's feelings touched Lin deeply. Sho had even prepared a ring for her, but Lin couldn't accept it yet. Sho understood and they hugged each other. Later they went home, and he stayed with her until she fell asleep. However, at the same time, Sho had a meeting with someone important. Surprisingly, this person reminded Sho that they and Lin's company were always rivals. The next day, Lin approached Li, who was drunk. At that moment, Lin showed kindness to Li, understanding that her life was in chaos. There, Lin encouraged Li to move on and not sacrifice herself for someone like Chang-jun. As Lin was leaving, Li unexpectedly mentioned that she had evidence of Chang-jun's wrongdoing and was willing to give it to Lin. The following day, Lin and Sho were heading to work. Sho was surprised when Li easily provided evidence of Chang-jun's wrongdoing to Lin. Surprisingly, neither of them suspected Li. Once they arrived at the company, Sho helped Lin organize the evidence against Chang-jun. The following day, Lin and the board of directors gathered for a meeting. Chang-jun was also there, and Lin wasted no time in exposing his deceitful actions. However, to their shock, Li betrayed Lin by siding with Chang-jun. But even when Li did that thing for him, Chang-jun still managed to shift blame onto Li for his actions, accusing her of stealing from Lin's company. This angered Li greatly. Afterward, Chang-jun asked Lin to talk. He tried to convince her of his love, but Lin no longer believed him. Her disbelief revealed his true colors. Then, he admitted knowing Lin was faking her amnesia but played along. Lin was shocked by his deceit and lack of remorse. Chang-jun even asked her to fire Shou so he wouldn't run off with her company's assets. That evening, Lin was pressured to fire Shou to regain control of her father's company. Upon knowing that, Shou refused to accept her decision, believing she truly loved him. Frustrated by her rejection, Shou kissed her, convinced of her feelings. But as Lin continued to push him away, Shou ultimately left her alone. Later, as Lin was about to sleep, she couldn't help but reminisce about her moments with Shou, because she was looking at the bracelet he gave her. However, she received bad news that Shou had been in an accident. Distressed, Lin hurried to the hospital and found Shou appearing lifeless. This deeply saddened her, making Lin realize her true feelings for Xiao. Suddenly, Shou woke up, revealing he had only been feigning unconsciousness. Lin's confession of love filled Shou with joy. Overwhelmed with emotion, Shou suddenly placed a ring on Lin's finger, signifying their relationship. Witnessing their affection, Xiao's staff quietly exited the room, unable to handle the romance. The next morning, Shou woke up and couldn't help but admire Lin's beauty. Soon after, Lin also woke up, and the two of them were filled with happiness. Lin complimented Xiu's appearance and affectionately touched him. Xiu quickly made breakfast for them both, while Lin continued to get close and they shared another kiss, leaving Lin feeling embarrassed. While using Xiu's phone, Lin accidentally saw a message about a meeting at the Mingday company. Later, Lin went to work and learned from her uncle that Chang-jun was secretly trying to take over their company. Chang-jun had already get the shares from the board members with support from Ming. This news shocked Lin, revealing Ming as a competitor to their own company. In the evening, Lin asked Xiu to meet up. She noticed that Xiu seemed to be hiding something because he wasn't being honest about where he had been before meeting her. Soon after, Chang-jun joined them and dropped a bombshell that Xiu was married. Lin was shocked to hear this. It turns out Xiu isn't really who he claimed to be, cause turns out he was using someone else's identity. But then, Xiu couldn't explain why. Surprisingly, Lin still believed in Xiao. After Chang-jun left, Lin told Xiu that she pretended to believe him to spare his feelings. She just wanted to know the truth about who he really was. But Xiu couldn't tell her yet. This left her feeling even more disappointed. She trusted Xiu a lot. However, Xiu promised to reveal everything when the time was right. In the end, Lin felt regretful for hiring Xiu as her bodyguard. Despite their love for each other, she once again kicked him out, leaving her feeling very sad. The following day, Chang-jun told that he's now the biggest shareholder in Lin's company, which means he'll own it. Lin wondered what his intentions were. It turned out, Chang-jun held a grudge against Lin's father for disrespecting him. He offered to let go of the company if Lin agreed to be with him, but Lin was disgusted by his proposition. At night, Lin couldn't stop thinking about her moments with Xiao. Suddenly, Chang-jun showed up at her door. His annoying behavior irritated Lin a lot. He kept pressuring her to come back to him, and even tried to bother her. Fed up, Lin slapped Chang-jun. Right then, he got a phone call and hurriedly left. It turned out, Chang-jun failed to get the shares he wanted, and Mingday company withdrew its support, demanding he return their money. The next day, Chang-jun rushed to meet the head of the Mingday company to ask for more money. To his surprise, he discovered that Xiu was the head of the company. There, Chang-jun pleaded with Xiao, even offering to give Lin to him. This angered Xiu because he couldn't tolerate anyone disrespecting Lin. After Chang-jun left, another man approached Xiao. It was Xiu's father, who wanted Xiu to take over the Mingday company. Turns out, Xiao's actions with Chang-jun were just a plan to expose Chang-jun's schemes. On the other hand, Chang-jun met Lin again. This time, he apologized once more for his mistakes. However, he still blamed Li for his actions, but Lin didn't want to deal with Chang-jun anymore. Later, when Lin got home, she felt really sad because she realized that Xiu was hiding many secrets from her. She went to Xiao's company to find him. There she met Xiao's assistant and learned about all the things Xiu had been doing for her. Turns out, Xiu had always been looking out for her. Lin was deeply touched by Xiu's kindness and hurried to find him. Unfortunately, something terrible happened to Lin. While she was in the car, Chang-jun kidnapped her and made her unconscious. He even threw away the bracelet that Xiu had given her. The next day, Xiu's men found the bracelet and returned it to Lin. Meanwhile, Chang-jun contacted Xiu and demanded money to leave the country, offering to give Lin to him in return. After hearing that, Xiu quickly go to Chang-jun. When Xiu arrived, he asked where Lin was because he agreed to Chang-jun's demand. But instead of cooperating, Chang Jun ordered his men to attack Xiao. Fearlessly, Xiao fought back and defended himself. However, seeing Lin there saddened Xiao. Despite being threatened by Chang Jun, Xiao prioritized Lin's safety and obeyed his commands. Surprisingly, Xiao was willing to sacrifice his pride for Lin's safety, which made her uncomfortable. Despite Chang Jun's men hurting him, Xiao stood up again and again. When Chang Jun aimed to hit Xiao, Lin intervened and got hit instead, causing her to lose consciousness. Shortly after, Xiao's men arrived and assisted him. Meanwhile, Chang Jun attempted to escape but was accidentally hit by a car, which turned out to be caused by Li Li. In another scene, Lin had a dream where her father requested her to stay with Xiao. Upon waking up, she found Xiao beside her, confirming he was okay. Lin hugged Xiao and apologized to him. At that moment, Lin just found out about Li Li and Chang Jun's situation, where Li Li was facing prison for harming Chang Jun. Lin didn't feel sorry for them because they deserved the consequences for their actions. Then, Lin asked Xiao why he changed his identity. There, Xiao explained that he disliked his real father because he was never kind to him and his mother. However, Lin's father treated him well, and before he passed away, he entrusted Xiao with taking care of Lin. Xiao had to say goodbye to Lin because he promised Lin's father to take over the Mingday company. Since Lin's company and Ming are rivals, they'll always be on opposite sides. This saddened Lin deeply, and she begged Xiao not to go. Despite her pleas, Xiao had to leave, leaving behind their cherished memories. A few days later, Lin heard that Xiao was going to marry the daughter of another company for business reasons. Determined to stop the wedding, Lin showed up wearing a wedding dress, surprising Xiao. Without hesitation, she kissed him in front of everyone. There, Lin poured out her feelings for Xiao, but he remained silent. However, shortly after, Xiao chased after Lin and kissed her with deep affection. He then slipped the ring back onto Lin's finger, echoing her sentiments. Xiao then suggested they leave the room together and start a life together. The film ends. The moral lesson from this film is never trust a man who won't cook, but always trust the one who saves you from durian-induced accidents.